Huddersfield 0-1 Everton. Richarlison strikes as Jan Siewert makes losing start. Jan Siewert made a losing start to his tenure as Huddersfield head coach, as Richarlison's third-minute strike was enough to secure a much-needed 1-0 win for 10-man Everton at the John Smith's Stadium. Tom Davies set up the Brazilian for the only goal of a cagey affair in West Yorkshire as Everton moved up to 8th in the Premier League to ease the pressure on manager Marco Silva. They were made to sweat on the result in the final 24 minutes as Lucas Digne was sent off for a professional foul on Adama Diakhaby, but Everton held on to just a third away win of the season. It is now 11 defeats in 12 games for Huddersfield, 4 games without a goal in all competitions, and the side are 11 points off 17th placed Southampton with a significantly worse goal difference. Huddersfield, Lascelles, 6, Congolo, 6, Jorgensen, 6, Schindler, 5, Hadergenaj, 6, Hogg, 5, Bakuna, 5, Punchin, 5, Diakhaby, 6, Kakunga, 6, Mounty, 6 subs, Mu, 7, Lowe, 5, De Poiter, N/A Everton, Pickford, 7, Baines, 7, Keane, 8, Zoma, 7, Coleman, 7, Gomez, 7, Davies, 8, Bernard, 6, Sigurdsson, 7, Richarlison, 7, Tossum, 7. Subs: Digne, 3, Calvert-Lewin, N/A, Kenny, 6 man of the match. Michael Keane. Everton boss Silva made 5 changes to the side that were embarrassed by Millwall in the FA Cup last weekend, but in the absence of Paris Saint-Germain target Idrissa Gueye they made the perfect start. From a throw-in, Davies followed his pass to be slipped down the right by Bernard, and the young Englishman crossed for Richarlison to score at the second attempt after Jonas Lascelles had kept his initial effort out. Huddersfield struggled to carve out any opportunities of note, with Everton playing a higher line to minimize their threat from set pieces, and it was not until the 45th minute that the hosts had a shot as Steve Mounty dragged his effort from distance wide of Jordan Pickford's left-hand post. Siewert made 3 changes to the side picked by interim boss Hudson prior to his official appointment as Smith. Lowe and Benza all dropped out. Jorgensen, Mounty and Hadergenaj all return. The big news was that after 7 weeks out, Mu was back on the bench. Davies took Guy's place while Digne was dropped. Baines was back in at left back, while Tosun and Bernard earned recalls in place of Calvert-Lewin and Lookman. Zoma replaced Mina as Silva made a total of 5 changes. Digne had been on the pitch for just 11 minutes, replacing the injured captain Leighton Baines, when he was forced to cynically haul down Diakhaby, leaving referee Stuart Adwell with no option but to dismiss the Frenchman. From the resulting free kick, Aaron Mu, on his return to the side as a fellow second-half substitute after a 7-week absence, forced Jordan Pickford into a brilliant save down to his right. The England no one had to be alert once more to deny Elias Kakunga as he tipped the forward's header from Diakhaby's cross to safety, and Everton's defence withstood a late onslaught to bring much-needed respite for Silva. Jan Siewert: I'm disappointed but I'm proud. We had several chances and we couldn't have had a worse start. But we developed our game, and that's what I'm really proud of, as we've only had 7 days to work together. Today I'm disappointed because I saw why. Jordan Pickford is England's #1 goalkeeper. He made some incredible saves from Mu and also from Kakunga. Marco Silva: it's an important result for us. When you win away it's always important, but it wasn't a fantastic performance. Sometimes you have to win games with character and personality. 25 minutes with 10 players is always tough, and we've achieved 3 points that our players deserve. After the red card, we had to be more compact, and we did that. They had 1 direct free kick and 1 header, but they didn't have any other chances to equalize. For that we deserved the 3 points. After being on the receiving end of a chastening experience in hostile conditions against Millwall, a trip to face an inevitable aerial bombardment from Huddersfield was always likely to prove a stiff mental test for Keane, especially after Digne's sending off. But the centre-back produced a commanding display to minimize the threat of Steve Mounty, taking control of a fragile backline to protect Everton's obvious weakness this season with a high line on defensive set pieces. Silva appears to still be figuring out what his preferred option is at centre-half, but it increasingly looks like being one of either Kurt Zouma or Yerry Mina alongside Keane after a second clean sheet in 3 Premier League games. Huddersfield travel to face Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Saturday while Everton host Wolves at Goodison Park, with both games kicking off at 3 p.m. Predict 6 correct scores for your chance to win £250,000.